Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Another unboxing for you. This time it is the CZUR document camera. My old document camera still works, still does a decent job, but this new one has a lot of features that I'm really excited about. So you'll actually get to see after this video the unboxing of my new microphone, which you see here on my lapel, and that is done with the camera that we are about to unbox. So let's go ahead and jump on over to the video. Here we are with the CZUR Fancy Pro 8 megapixel USB document camera. It's for teachers. This I got on Prime Amazon Big Deal Days, and I will put a link to the device now, so the price will obviously be different than what I paid, but it's still a pretty good price. As of right now, it's $89 as of this filming. I wanted to unbox this to show you the device, and then we'll go through and we'll do a review on it later. But I've really been wanting to upgrade my document camera. The one I have now has worked for me since I started recording 10 months ago. It does a pretty good job, I think, but it has some trouble with the autofocus. It has some trouble with especially the distance. I can't quite get as much distance as I'd like on the camera, but this will allow me hopefully to do more than that. I didn't really need the 4K, but the other one says it does 4K as well. But this one does that. It does 60 frames per second. But the thing that really got me interested was the two different types of autofocus. There's one for a stable shot down, and then there's one for moving items. And when I'm moving my Super Note around and doing some different demos, I'd really like to be able to capture, and I think I may repurpose this other camera to have it be able to be another angle shot. So anyway, let's go ahead and dig into this and take a look and see what we have. This came in a really hefty package here. There was a brown box around it, but I didn't think you all needed to see that, so we won't worry about that piece. But it actually had a nice little pull tab to get the tape off of the just regular cardboard box. Let's go ahead and pull this open. And there is the camera. Put it here into frame a little bit. So the first thing you get is a quick start guide right here. As a matter of fact, this looks like it may be the entire guide. Lots of different things going on there. That so it's not completely washed out by the lighting. So we'll put that over here to the side. And then we'll pull out, this is your USB cable, which is attached to the device. Pull this out. And we'll go ahead and pull out the whole device here. Put the box over here to the side, out of the way. And we will take a look at the device. So one nice thing that I know already about this is it has multiple joint controls. One thing about the one that I currently use is it's pretty stiff. It does a decent job at holding, but you can't really tighten it. So having these independent tightening controls to be able to adjust the camera to exactly where you want it makes a lot of difference. It also is adjustable up, and I'll have to eventually figure out, the best way to do that. But it allows you to go up higher than just this initial piece you see here. So it'll actually go higher. Oh, there it is. Get to see it in real time. So you'll see that actually goes completely out of frame. And that will give me substantially more lift than the current one that I have. If I tighten that up, or if I loosen this, and then loosen the one here, I can do more things and I can get better angles than what I'm used to with the other camera. And also the lens is substantially different on this camera as well. So let me turn it so you can see it here. One thing about the camera that I currently have is it only has the light around it. So it's a ring light, which isn't bad, but when you're trying to do an e-ink device specifically or anything that may cause a glare, as good as the Super Note is at keeping glare off of it, it's still going to have some. There's no way really to get around that. This LED has three levels of brightness and kind of comes at it from a different angle. So I'm hoping that that might help. I mean, I have a larger light that you can't see that's up here, and then I have another ring light that's over this way to kind of try and get a little bit more light to all of these devices. But this is a really nice feature to have that here. So we'll go ahead and I want to flip it around here so you can see this piece. There we go. All right, so you'll see here from this view that we have some different rotation options. We can control the brightness, we can control the exposure, and then we can flip it 180 degrees as well. Now, the nice thing that I mentioned earlier was that it has these two modes of autofocus here. One is stable, so it's going to pick up, for example, if I had my Super Note here, it's going to pick up just that and leave it and just focus on my hands. Kind of like you see here in the background, this is blurred on this other camera because it's focusing on what it has. So that stable view is to focus on whatever is in frame. However, this one also has continuous focus, which you'll see here at the bottom. And what that should do, and when we test this out and do our first kind of shoot with this, we'll be able to see whether or not it picks up movement. So the idea is that as this moves, it should stay in frame and in focus with this camera. Again, I do not hate the camera I have, but I do want to look at, providing more content in a better way. And I think that this might be a good way to be able to do that. All right, so let's pop back over and close out this first unboxing and impressions.
Hey everybody, thanks for hanging in there. I really do like this document camera. It's still growing on me. I've only done one official thing with it, which you will see in this next review of the microphone. By the way, let me know in the comments if the microphone volume is good on this. I will do a head-to-head with it at some point with my Yeti, which obviously has better gain and is built for more of the podcasting and live streaming type things, but I really want a nice microphone that I can take with me either on the go to run through the phone or that I can use to do something a little bit more informal, be able to move around a bit and maybe even, different locations. So just in thinking through that, like I said, the look of this camera, the flexibility of it so far, I used it to shoot the unboxing of this microphone, and the quality seemed very crisp, very clear. Still getting used to the continuous zoom, but we'll do a full review on the document camera and maybe do some side-by-side shots of the old camera that I'm now using for a different shot here, and maybe try to compare those and show just the difference in resolution. But as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please click on the affiliate links down in the description. Those help me out a ton. If you're interested in this document camera, or I'm also going to update them on my things I use uh, page on my blog. Would love to see you use those links. It'll help me out a ton. And these are really so far, I think, products that I really will use on a regular basis. Final thing, remember we're pushing for the goal of 2,000 subscribers by December 9th. Please click that like button, click that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, please tell your friends, your family, coworkers, anyone, ask them to jump in and support the channel. And check me out over on Patreon, and you'll see a scroll at the end of this video thanking those who are already there. We're up to about 70 members over there with 3 supporters who are helping to support purchasing some of these items and some of the content that I make. So thank you so much. I will see you in the next video.